Welcome back once again, wonderful people. Welcome back to Talk West TV channel, where we bring to you latest news updates. And wonderful people, I don't carry come again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're listening to us from. You're welcome. If this is your first time listening to this wonderful channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. That one is very important. Now, people, I don't carry come again. No be small things and the things that are happening, and it's not really a small matter. We just look into the matter. You know, say Simon Ekpa still they under palaver with the chief of defense staff, and me and the two of them still get a standing issue where they settle. And now, you know, so OHANAEZEINDIGBO what we say, it be like say them the day they support Simon Ekpa now, and they turn their back on Simon Ekpa, and they now urge the federal government to go after him. Yes, OHANAEZEINDIGBO now turns their back on Simon Ekpa, urges the FG government to go after him. You know, the OHANAEZEINDIGBO with the government of Finland and to address the activities of Ekpa and his disciples in Southeast. Because you know say Simon Ekpa and our chief defense staff they come, they talk say Simon Ekpa is frustrating their efforts and their work here in Southeast, and he's all the way in Finland and frustrating their efforts over here in Southeast. You know, the way they are saying is and now, but this particular matter is the main reason, and Simon Ekpa hasn't said a word concerning it, and because the way the chief defense staff they're trying to look for a way. Now they're saying that Finland has a airport in Abuja, and they're looking for a way to get themselves to Finland and arrest Simon Ekpa. According to them, they say that he's frustrating their efforts in Southeast. That is what they said. And Emma Powerful saw that, he looked into the matter. Yes, he looked into the matter, and then he said that this one is not that. But the main thing that they're saying is not what is happening, and what he's seeing from this particular issue is that Simon Ekpa, the chief defense staff, in fact, they are working together to make sure they don't release Mazin on the camera. That is what Simon and Emma Powerful said, and that's when that's what he particularly kept on it. He kept that one, said that that's the main reason they are working together to make sure they don't release Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, the matter that got us here is that OHANAEZE turns back on Simon Ekpa, and they urges the federal government to go after him. OHANAEZE wants the federal government to realize the government of Finland to address the activities of Ekpa and his disciples in Southeast. OHANAEZEINDIGBO worldwide, the Access Igbo Cultural Organization, has urged the federal government to activate its diplomatic ties with Finland to get Simon Ekpa, a Finland-based Biafra agitator. On Tuesday, in November, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, was appearing before the House of Representatives, accused Ekpa of sabotaging the activities of security agents in the Southeast. We are hearing it, the Chief Defense Staff, Christopher Musa, said that Simon Ekpa is sabotaging the activities of security agents in the Southeast. That is what Christopher Musa said. And Musa urged the federal government to set diplomatic ties with the Finland government over Ekpa's activities in Nigeria. And reacting to this, an interview with The Punch, the Secretary General of OHANAEZEINDIGBO, Ambassador OK Umeche, expressed OHANAEZE's support for the proposition by the Chief of Defense Staff. And that's what they mean by OHANAEZEINDIGBO has turned their back on Simon Ekpa concerning this issue, and they don't want to support what is happening. But aside from that one, they still have another issue ongoing, and the rate of houses and shops belonging to Igbo men and women, and worth billions and millions of naira, and is being demolished by the Lagos government. And you know, when they confronted the Lagos government concerning this particular issue, and they said that there's nothing like that. That is what they said. They said that, and they are not demolishing any house in Lagos, but with some information gathered Ogalo spoke on it. More powerful, and so as they also remember the main time, and there was a particular time of Gama Nnamdi, and yes, and there was a time Mazi Nnamdi was warning the Igbos in Lagos and Abuja, warning them not to develop much and not to waste their money in developing another man's country. Once an Igbo man specified, he says that an Igbo man, you should try to come to your place and to develop your state. Yes, to develop Southeast and being in another man's country and you're developing there. Yeah, that it might backfire you because and there was an incident that happened in Italy where he was of how a man who had millions of naira houses and shops in Italy, and all of a sudden this particular house and everything was just ruined. He did not see any of them again, and so that's what got him talking, because I say Abushigbo tele ya morako ode ogbahonya, but ohuru onye ogbara ga emeroju na agwandike neba, so they will learn from it. And some people listened, and some did not listen, and that was got everybody talking, saying that it's like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet, because the exact thing he said and warned about is the particular thing really happening now, and because the rest of the house is being demolished, and each person that they demolish their house, and they now come and now complaining of how their houses are being demolished, even when they have the appropriate and documents from the appropriate people, whereas when they have the correct documents for the house and all the rights to make sure that house is not demolished for any reason, yet the houses are still demolished. And when they confronted the Lagos government concerning this issue, and they said that there's nothing like that, they are not doing anything like that. Okay, just like when the police force were looking for people to enter the police force, and they said that we're having numbers of police force applying from the northerners and the western. They have more rate of applicants for police than more in the southeast, and OHANAEZE urged the youth, the IPOB members, and they should try and see if they'll join the police force. And now Emma Powerful spoke on that one in particular, because the way once the Igbos apply for police, and once Igbos want to apply for this police force, if they have about 20,000 people applying, maybe 10,000 is Igbo, and 5,000 is from the northern, and 5,000 is from the western. Then they said that this particular issue is that they will choose more of the northerners and the western, more of the people in their state, and more of the Igbos here. And meanwhile, they are supposed to have more of Igbos, and once it's in Igbo land, and they should have more of Igbos in that particular police force. Once it's from the southeast, and they should have more of Igbos and than of the others. Then let the other states let the northerners and the westerners do it their own way. But here it says the case is different. They choose the northerners and the westerners more than their own people. Yes, that is what Emma Powerful said. And now, when they confronted the police, that's the main reason. The way they confronted them concerning this, they said that there's nothing like that. They don't do legalization in their police force. But they got reports concerning that particular issue. Okay, aside from that, the point I want to get is that whenever they do something like this, and they're being confronted on that particular thing they do, and they find a way to cover it up and look for one excuse or the other and to cover that particular issue. Yes, and that's what's happening now is that Oga Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this demolition. He said it. He saw it in another different way. He didn't really think it was going to happen, but he saw it happen to somebody in Italy, and he knew that if something like this can happen to a rich man like this in Italy. Talk more of our Igbos here, and according to some reports, and the main reason why they're looking for this Biafra referendum is because of the way Igbos are being treated. Yes, that's the main reason why this Biafra is looking for referendum. It's because of the way Igbos are being treated. And looking at it very well, Oga Aloy Ejimako, the lawyer of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, he looked into the matter and said to the Lagos government that if they don't want Igbos in their city, they should conduct a Biafra referendum than destroying their houses. Yes, they should conduct a Biafra referendum. If they no longer want Igbos in their city again, they should conduct a Biafra referendum. But aside from that, Simon Ekpa is still in trouble with the chief defense staff, and he still has issue with an outstanding issue that we don't know when this one will end, or whether they will still arrest Martin Nnamdi Kanu. You know, there was a time he got arrested in Finland, and he was released few hours later. But this time around, this one, say, as Martin Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people, is being detained, and that if they still detain Simon Ekpa, the thing go hard. This referendum go hard. So Simon Ekpa is looking for all possible means to make sure that those people don't come to detain him, because once they get access to the Finland-based government, once they get access to them and convince them in one or two ways, and his arrest is assured, and that one is a sure thing. And wonderful people, you guys have heard it all. We're going to cut it here for now. Please, if this is your first time listening to this wonderful channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share.